This is such a strange time to be talking to you because, first it started off with Silicon Valley Bank, then Signature, and then Credit Suisse. And just when we thought it couldn't get even bigger than Credit Suisse, there are murmurs over the weekend about Deutsche Bank. Where is this script finally going to end, you think? What is the end game?
The problem with when you have a banking crisis is banks are built on trust. When I talk about banks, I think of them as the exact opposite of what you talk about when you talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin I've described as a currency for the paranoid, by the paranoid, and essentially built on no trust at all. Banks at the other extreme are built entirely on trust. As an example, if we all decided to withdraw money from JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the world today, tomorrow there would be no bank left. So banks, because of that, it's very difficult to figure out where the trust comes back. So you can almost see the game play out. You get a weak bank, it gets knocked over, and the next target gets lined up almost immediately. So I think it will end. Let's hope it ends, because otherwise the end result is catastrophe. It will end, but it'll end in a time when, it's almost unpredictable when it ends. But it is going to play itself out, and eventually trust will come back, but there's going to be a lot of pain along the way.
Will there be a serious accident, Aswath, you think, by the time this ends? Or because the regulators know what the collapse of a single institution can do to the system, having seen it in 2008, they will do whatever it takes, throw whatever money it takes to prevent that from happening.
See, they can do that with a single institution. They can't do it with institutions collectively. The reality is the regulators put together do not have the resources to stop a complete bank run. And that's what I meant about this being unpredictable. If, in fact, the regulators were in control of the process, you could rest easier, but they're not. They have only partial control. They can do what they can to try to change the game. But the game here is to bring trust back. And that's no amount of money brings that back instantaneously. And unfortunately, I think we have a trust deficit. We've had a trust deficit for a decade or more. And I trace it back to 2008. I described 2008 as the year we lost trust. We lost trust in governments, we lost trust in regulators, we lost trust in banks, and that trust has never quite come back. So I think we're starting with a trust deficit to begin with. And with social media playing out the way it is, it becomes a lot more difficult to stop rumors from spreading and trust to come back.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.